When we look to the 11th and 12th grade, our goal is to help your student transition from that middle school, early high school, into more of a college and career readiness vision for their future, so that we can take them into their intended post-secondary plans. Like I said, you're going to hear lots of great things and lots of new opportunities that we have for your students, and we're excited to share those with you this evening. I'm going to start by, let's see, just a few introductions. Our guidance counselors are with us in this meeting. Ms. Ponder, would you? Okay, let's see, Ms. Bishop Hollis, are you here? Yes, she's there somewhere. Can you unmute Ms. Bishop Hollis?
Hey, yes, ma'am. I just got logged in. I'm sorry.
That's no problem. We had a little trouble with our first code.
That's all right.
Miss Amy Kenny is our new guidance counselor here at the high school. Miss Ponder next year will be the guidance counselor for our seniors. Miss Bishop Hollis is our college and career counselor, so she'll be working with juniors and seniors to help them transition to their post-secondary plans. And then Miss Amy Kenny, are you on here, Miss Kenny?
I am. Sorry, I couldn't log on earlier. We're good now.
Okay, Miss Kenny is our counselor, and she will be with 9th and 11th grade next year. And you'll be hearing from them a little bit more later on. Miss Tuggle, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. Miss Tuggle is actually logged in as me so that she can monitor the chat box and help other people enter the meeting as we go through this this evening. First of all, we will begin. Let me see. By simply reviewing our graduation credits. As you know, each year students must take an English, a math, a social science, and a science credit. And in their science credit, they must have a biology and physical science. At this point in your student's high school career, they should already have a biology and a physical science, whether the physical science was physical science or chemistry. At this point, they should also have their physical education credit, whether that came through life PE, kinesiology, athletics, or marching band. Also, it's required that each student have 1 credit of career prep. Most of them get that at Coleman Middle School, and we have a waiver so that they can have their career prep part B embedded in senior economics. So we make sure if you're taking that economics course here on campus, you do have the part B of career prep. If you take economics off campus, there would be another route for you to get career prep part B. Your students should also already have their health credit or be acquiring their health credit at this time. And it is required that they have 3 required credits from either fine arts, foreign languages, or career and technical education, and then 2.5 additional elective credits. For our fine arts opportunities, we have art, band, chorus, dance, and theater. In career and technical education on campus, we have agri-science, business management, multimedia, teacher education, engineering and drafting, family and consumer sciences, and we have health sciences in the medical profession. At the Career Academy, Career and Technical Academy, Mr. Troutman, are you on here with us right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Mr. Billy Troutman is the principal of the Coleman Area Technology Academy, and we have a great partnership with the Career Tech Center. What we do is we have certain programs offered on our campus, but we have programs that we work with the Career Center to make sure that our students have those opportunities as well. So, Mr. Troutman, if you would tell them about those programs at the Coleman Area Technology Academy.
You can see on the list what she's got listed. Again, these programs are available for your students in 10th through 12th grade. You can read the list right there. There are several offerings there on Coleman High School. The beauty of the Career Tech Center is we can fill the gap in a lot of the other skilled craft trades that are kind of popular in this area right now. And so if you have any questions, the easiest thing to do is just send me send me a message here in the text, or you're welcome to call me, or welcome to call the Career Tech Center, and I'll be more than happy to get some information out to you. I'm currently working on a video. I know Ms. Hall and I have talked previously, but I'm working on putting together kind of an orientation video, an open house, or a tour of the Career Tech Center, if you will, right now. And so we're actually going to record that this Friday. And I hope to get that out to you as soon as possible. That way all of our students can kind of see what the offerings are and get an interview from each individual teacher as they talk about their programs and what they offer there too. So, but again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at the Career Tech Center. And in the chat, I'll put my phone number down there as well as the school's number. You can call me anytime you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Troutman. On your student's registration card, all of those courses are listed, so you'll be able to see those there. There's also a sheet in the guidance office they can pick up for more information about the courses at the Career Center. Work-based learning, you may have heard, back when we were in high school, that was called the co-op program. The name has been changed to work-based learning. It is through our Career Tech program. You must have a Career Tech class prior to signing up for that course. So if your child is planning on working next year, but they don't have a Career Tech course on their transcripts, they may want to look at taking something in the summer. A lot of our students do take courses in the summer to get ahead a little bit, to free up more space for electives throughout the school year. And Miss Amy Gleaton is our work-based learning coordinator. Miss Gleaton, if you would introduce yourself and explain how to apply for the program. We can't hear you, Miss Gleaton, you're muted.
Thank you. I'm Amy Gleaton, and I run the work-based learning coordinator. And Ms. Hall already mentioned, make sure your kiddos get a CTE credit in if they don't currently have one in order to qualify. And they are offered over summer. There are some Access CTE courses that are available if they want to take them. But we have a Google Classroom for the enrollment qualifications. And in order for a student to be enrolled in the work-based learning program, they do have to go through that enrollment process and meet all of the enrollment requirements. One of those is being on pace to graduate, having CTE background, and then meeting all of the permission forms and things. It's a simple process, but if you have any questions, you can always email me. I'll put my email in the chat room. I'm also in J building at the high school, and I'll be happy to sit down and talk to anyone who needs me.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Gleaton. Our other elective options are world languages. We have Spanish 1, 2, and 3. If your child has been taking French 1, Miss Askey is actually retiring at the end of this year, so French 2 will be available on Access, but will not be live in person. If your child has taken Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, we are extending that next year so they can take Spanish 3. And we're actually talking about some exciting opportunities there going into senior year. If they're a sophomore right now and they take Spanish 3, the goal is that by their senior year, we would offer a Spanish 4 and include more of the immersion type internship opportunities to develop their language acquisition even further. Advanced placement courses are available for juniors and seniors. These are college level courses. When you take an AP class, it is governed and audited by the College Board. There are very rigorous standards, and there are very specific requirements for taking those courses. When you take an AP course, it is just like taking a high-level college level course. It's definitely great preparation for students who are going into college to further their education after high school. AP courses are composed of students who have excelled in their studies, have high interest in their studies, and are college bound. As I mentioned, they are very rigorous, and you can earn college credit for passing the AP exam. The AP exam acceptance at universities actually depends on each individual university. So you would want to look at that college where you consider your child potentially attending to see what their AP course acceptance is. We also offer dual enrollment through Wallace State Community College. We have on-campus dual enrollment through our AP courses. The way that we can do that is that many of our AP teachers are also certified to teach at the college level. So we've developed a partnership with Wallace. For instance, if you take AP language with Miss Callahan, you can also sign up for dual enrollment 101 and 102 through Wallace. If you take AP literature with Miss Burroughs, you can sign up to get English literature credit. I think it's 251 and 252 through Wallace State. Same with AP US history. Pre-calculus is not an AP class, but we do offer dual enrollment through pre-calculus and also AP statistics. If you would like to take an online dual enrollment class, we could offer that on campus as well. And Miss Rachel House, are you on here? Miss House is our liaison with Wallace State Community College. Let's see.
She just said in the chat box that her mic's not working.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll talk about it. Miss House, let's see. Like I said, Miss House works with dual enrollment and off-campus programs at Wallace State. Many of you have heard about the Fast Track Academy program. Fast Track Academy is where you take all of your core classes at Wallace State. You can participate, if the schedule works, you can participate in on-campus extracurricular activities. But of course, that boils down to the two programs meshing. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. But Fast Track, if you start Fast Track your junior year, there's certain requirements. There is an application process for that. Those applications can be picked up in the guidance office. I'm also going to send out, after this meeting, I'm going to send a video of this meeting. I'm going to send a link where students need to select their courses on a Google form. And I'm going to send another sheet where there are links to apply for all these various programs like work-based learning, Coleman Innovation Academy. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And then the programs through Wallace as well. Another exciting opportunity that we have with Wallace State this year is Wallace State is going to be called Wallace State Career Ready Academy. And that is where students can sign up to take career and technical education courses and programs at Wallace State. And there are many, many programs that are funded by dual enrollment scholarships. That means your student could take 6 hours of coursework if they're starting in their junior year, 6 hours of coursework in a program like HVAC or maybe electrical technology, and that would be free. It would be paid for at no expense to you. There's a few other programs if they're interested in applying for those that you might have to pay for, but there are several that you would not have to pay for. And that is going to be called the Wallace State Career Ready Academy. And there will be some information about that in the email that you receive as well.
And Ms. Hall, Ms. Howells has put in the chat that she will be sending a video link to send out to the parents explaining each program at Wallace State. And there is one question in the chat box. I'm not sure if I know the answer. Does the cost for dual enrollment differ if you are on campus or at Wallace?
No, it's the same. If you're in Fast Track or dual enrollment on campus, the cost is to the university, and it's the same amount of tuition money that you would pay whether you do it on campus, off campus, online, or at night. The tuition rate is established by the college. The only ones that are free are those career and technical education programs that you will see, and that is a dual enrollment scholarship. And I would highly recommend that you take a look at some of those programs, because you could actually start a program and work on it for 2 years in high school or 1 year in high school if you started your senior year. And I think we've already had a few of our students who have been down there inquiring about those programs. And after high school, they could continue in those programs and then hopefully even obtain another scholarship to help complete the program or certification after high school. Okay, the deadline for the Wallace State Fast Track Academy, dual enrollment on campus and off campus, and Wallace State Career Ready Academy will be April 15th. Okay, Miss Amy Bates, virtual school. I think we all know what virtual school is at this point. We used to have to tell everybody what virtual school was, but I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about what it is now.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Let me get my quick presentation up here. Okay, so while that's loading, the Coleman Innovation Academy has been around now for 6 years. We have been an alternate opportunity for students, and we have had students for all reasons take virtual courses prior to this school year. We've had some where students had to be full-time workers for their families, and so they needed the flexibility. We've had some students who have begun opportunities in dance and theater and things like that, and so they have needed a virtual opportunity. And it's just really all over the place. And for some kids, it has been a fantastic opportunity, and for some kids, it's been a challenge. So we do want you to know that virtual school is not a good solution for everyone. It does take self-discipline and strong time management skills. And typically students can spend about 30 hours per week on their schoolwork. Families will be expected to provide reliable internet access, and the school is happy to provide a Chromebook for the student. Not all of the coursework that is available online is NCAA compliant. In the past, to receive NCAA compliance, you had to establish a certain number of contact hours with a teacher. I don't know if the NCAA will change those requirements since we have all had an interesting year across the country as far as education goes. They did release some of those restrictions this year, but we're assuming that they're just going to go back to what they were. So for now, we're going to err on the side of caution and just let you know that if your child is interested in playing and competing at the college level in sports or arts, to please be sure and talk to your school counselor so that they can guide you to the right courses that will be what your student needs to move forward. Virtual school students can participate in traditional activities, clubs, and teams as a virtual student. They can also take some on-campus classes and some virtual classes. We're kind of all over the place with that, so we want to do what's best for students. Students will be required to attend campus for any state-required testing and test preparation, and all students will have access to a subject area teacher that can assist them with any questions that they have with content. For the most part, we use Ingenuity, which is an online program for our virtual school content. When students log in, they're going to see a screen very similar to this where they have tiles for each course that they are enrolled in. If you will notice, my student here in this science course, they have a 31 in the class, which is not great. And this red mark tells them that they are behind the progress where they currently need to be. And this little line is the current progress that they need to be at. Now, in the geometry class, they currently do not have an average because they haven't completed an assignment that will calculate into their average. And then the green indicator lets them know that they are on target or ahead. And then that little black line shows them where they are expected to be at this time. So students are always very aware of where they are in the coursework. Their courses in Ingenuity will consist of some video lectures like you see here. We have a science and a math example. So students work through these problems with virtual teachers in this manner, but they also have access to a Cullman City Schools teacher if necessary. And then they have opportunities for guided practice and independent practice that look similar to this. In Ingenuity, the student progress is going to be monitored weekly, and that translates to a child's attendance in school. So if a student is on target, to complete the course in the allotted time, then we consider them to be present or in attendance. If they are behind consistently, then we consider them to be absent. And over time, this can result in some truancy concerns. And so we do want students to stay on track so that they are not too far behind and can graduate with their peers. Parent and guardian will receive progress reports weekly to let you know how your student is doing. Those come every Friday. And then you can always view your student's progress by just having the student log into the program. Virtual students will not be eligible for any semester exam exemptions. Those have to be taken in person. And that's just so that we can verify that the person doing the work throughout the semester is the person that takes the exam. There are over 800 courses available in Ingenuity. Some are social emotional learning courses, some are career technical, health related, advanced placement courses, literature studies, elective courses, foreign language, fine arts, and then of course the traditional core curriculum courses are available. For our students who require NCAA compliant courses, we do have access to the State Department's distance learning program, which is called Access. Ms. Hull mentioned that earlier for foreign language courses. We are limited to the number of students that we can put in Access courses, but all of these courses are NCAA approved. They are facilitated by Cullman City School employees, which means that a person at Cullman City Schools will watch their progress, but the courses are taught by non-local Alabama certified teachers. So your child's teacher could work in Mobile, and we don't have any control over that. So we just want to be sure that you're aware that it may not be a Cullman City School employee teaching your child. All course tests and final exams in Access courses must be taken in person. Access courses do allow students to exempt exams. And again, Cullman City Schools is limited to the number of students that we can place in an Access course. In Access, there are about 80 courses available. There are the standard curriculum core courses. There are career technical courses, health-related courses, AP courses, elective foreign language, and fine arts courses as well. If you would like additional information on the Coleman Innovation Academy, it is available on the Cullman City Schools webpage under departments. There is also a link there to apply to attend the Coleman Innovation Academy. Applications are reviewed by a group, and what we're going to look at is past educational and behavioral performance, grades, attendance. We just want to be sure that the students who are entering virtual courses are going to complete them successfully, because we don't want your child or you to have the burden of making up courses if it's something that doesn't work out for them. So we do try to make the best decision for everyone, but you're welcome to reach out to me from that webpage, or you can ask Ms. Hall or your counselors for more information as well.
Thank you, Ms. Bates. The Alabama State Department of Education has determined that all high school seniors should have obtained a college and career readiness indicator by the time they graduate high school. There are several different ways that can be achieved. One is through the AP attainment or passing an AP exam. One is through a career and technical education credential, ACT benchmark attainment, college credit attainment, work keys, that would be a silver, gold, or platinum score on the work keys their senior year, or military enlistment.
Will you reshare your screen? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so these are currently several of the ways that a student can achieve their college and career readiness indicator before they graduate high school, and we are working on a few others. Mr. Troutman and I are working on a ready to work program. We're actually submitting it to the state in hopes of having that added as another indicator. and that certification would be the Alabama Certified Worker Certificate, if that is approved. Okay, Miss Amy Kinney, I don't have this on the slide, but Miss Kinney, would you speak just a few minutes about NCAA? Because once they reach their junior and senior year, if your child is a potential prospective NCAA student athlete, there are a couple of things that you need to do starting now and next year. So Miss Kinney, would you share that with us, please?
I will. So if you have a student that has aspirations for playing at a collegiate level, I would highly encourage you to go to the NCAA website and just browse through all the resources there. They give you information on Division I, Division II football, the things that they need to complete each year as far as 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. Also, it's very important that they go there and create a profile page. That is where I can go in on their behalf and upload the documents that they will need. So be sure that you do that. On the Schoology guidance department page, I also have an NCAA folder, and I've uploaded some documents there that you and your student athlete can go and follow the directions that will walk you through the steps to create that profile. So that's one of the most important things to do, especially 11th and 12th grade. So browse through that. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to help you. Have your student come by if they need help with that profile page or have any questions, just email me.
Okay, Miss Bishop Hollis, while we're talking about the Schoology page, would you go ahead and tell them about the scholarship folder in the Schoology page where they can find that information early and apply often?
Yes, ma'am. We've been so excited to have our own CHS Guidance Department Schoology page, and every student has been enrolled in that class, as we call it. What they will find there, if you have your student or if you are a student and you go to that page, you'll see lots and lots of multicolored folders. And on that front page, about halfway down, there's a bright green folder that's labeled scholarship resources for the 9th through the 12th grade. And there, I list everything that comes across my desk, comes through our office, or that we hear about that are scholarship opportunities for any student, 9th through 12th grade. And there are some that aren't just for seniors. And so we are really encouraging our students to spend some time there. When you open that folder, you'll see the scholarships listed in order of when they are due. And it also indicates in the title if the scholarship is strictly for seniors or if other grade levels can apply. So I would really encourage my upcoming juniors and seniors to get familiar with that page. It also has great ways that you can reach your guidance counselor. It has the NCAA information that Ms. Kinney just mentioned. All of the information that you'll need as far as testing, ACT prep, you name it, anything we could think of that would be helpful to you as you enter your junior and senior year, we're going to put there. There'll also be, as we move toward the summer, individual folders for each grade level that will have grade-specific information. So be watching for that. But especially, please pay attention to those scholarships because it's never too early to start looking and start applying.
Ms. Hall, you're muted.
Thank you, and thank you, Ms. Bishop Hollis. Each student has received a registration card. If you're a virtual student, they should have come by the office to pick up their registration card. Those cards are due on Friday, and selections in the Google form will be sent out later this evening. Ms. Tuggle, do you want to go ahead and talk about that? And let me say one more thing. We have so many outstanding opportunities that sometimes it's hard to choose. Ms. Tuggle will talk just a little bit about choosing those elective classes. And keep in mind, sometimes students will take classes in the summer to get ahead, or maybe take a dual enrollment class in the summer or two to get ahead so that you're freed up a little bit more during that junior and senior year. So if you have questions like that, please feel free to email your counselor about how we can help you navigate that. If you want to take more classes in a particular program that might be in a fine arts field or career and technical education program that you want to pursue for your career. Ms. Total, if you'll explain the registration cards and what's expected next, please.
Yes, ma'am. So everyone should already have their registration card. As she mentioned, the virtual students needed to stop by and pick that up in the office. But I'm just going to go over this quickly because I know you guys have already did this twice in the past. But make sure that you're putting your name, grade, and cell phone number, and that's the student cell phone number, so that if guidance does have to reach out to the student this summer and we're trying to choose electives, make sure that number is correct there. You can see all the choices that are on the card. We do have several. It's broken down by our 4 core, and then it's broken down by fine art, career tech, and then just general electives. We also have the PE credit as well. The good thing about our cards, you can go ahead and you can use your, we have the course selection guide link that is here for you. You can scan that in and you can find whatever information that you need. You can find prerequisites for, your AP classes or anything like that that you may be interested in. It is also found on our webpage as well. Please make note when you are looking at the card, there are some asterisks there. If you notice, if there is one asterisk, that means there is a fee that is going to be required for that course. 2 asterisks meaning it is an audition only course, and then 3 asterisks would be by application only. On the back of the card is where you're going to take and fill in, all of your information that you got. You need to put in your course number, your course title, fee, and so forth. After you've gotten this card complete with your course codes and everything that you need, Ms. Hall and I are going to send out a Google link to the students' email this afternoon. So they're just going to simply take what courses that they've got written on their card or their course codes, and they're going to complete a Google link that it will be with drop-down menus, so it should be very easy to navigate. And we're going to give you until March the 5th to get those done. You'll have to turn March 5th to turn in the card and then to fill in the Google link form as well. And we will send that link out as soon as this meeting is over. Okay, I'll let Ms. Hall finish.
Thank you. Next steps, read course descriptions. Make sure to pay attention to prerequisites, especially if you're choosing AP courses. Make sure that you look at the course selection guide and read the prerequisites, because that's what will help ensure success in those courses. Parents and students should discuss options for college and career goals. Discuss the opportunities that you've heard tonight. There have been a few things that are new. Remember that there are forms in the guidance office that you can pick up. We will be sending out all of this information tonight, the video, the link for them to select their courses, and another sheet that will have links to all the applications that you might need. Discuss these options, select the courses, and have everything turned in by this Friday. And feel free to let us know if you have any questions. And we will take questions right now in the chat box if you have them. If not, that's all of the information that we have to share. If you want to stay on just to see if anybody has questions, we'll try to answer those to get back with you. Let's say we've got a few.
Yes, Ms. Smith is asking, where do you turn in the registration card if you're virtual? You can bring that to the office. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can mail that in if that's what's best for you. But as long as they're turned in by March the 5th, and then we, for virtual students, we will actually go in and mass enroll them based on their card. They will not receive the Google link.
Okay, Ms. Eamon, I'm saying sometimes students will choose to take something in the summer to free up some space during the year so that they can take more electives. That's an option. We have credit recovery, but we actually have students that come in the summer to do a credit advancement to actually get ahead. And that a lot of times that happens going into from 9th to 10th grade, because students will want to take driver's ed and health in the summer so that they can have another elective their 10th grade year. But we've seen that some in the 11th and 12th grade too. Let's see, the yellow sheet can be filled out in pen or pencil. It doesn't matter either way. Estrella, if it was summer school, it would be virtual. Let's see, Jared, is physical therapy an option, health science internship? It is an option, but it may be a clinical rotation similar to that you would do at the college level. Is there an additional form for virtual students for 2021 but plan to attend 2021 in person? Yes, you would need to pick up the form at the guidance office and fill out the form, and you would need to fill out the Google link that Ms. Tuggle and I will be emailing out later tonight. Summer school registration forms are in the guidance office. You can pick those up and talk to your counselor about what it is you're interested in taking during the summer.
Those forms have not been distributed yet. Our access teachers have not given us a list of the classes that will be taught over the summer. So we usually get that out around the end of April.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, if you have specific questions, please contact your counselor and let us know how we can help you. Thank you, Miss Leah. All right, y'all have a great evening. Go Bearcats.